Nigerians have not been left behind in information technology. In fact, Nigeria is one of the most resourceful, most resilient when it comes to expressing yourself through social media in Africa and probably in the world. And you know what that means? It means we are very active and we take you on when you say a few things. We want to make sure we remind you later, thanks to social media, that you made this promise. And of course, you know what happened in 2015 and what's about to happen in 2019. So with the kind of social media presence we have, with the kind of information that keeps flowing back and forth, any politician that comes to the arena that makes a promise, we will now say, okay, yes, you said this, what are your plans? And then a few years down the line, we say, you made this promise, you made these plans, how far did you go? But what I like is the fact that those politicians who are knowledgeable in the affairs of presence of what is happening in their constituency, in their country, and such politicians will know how to deal with the people and make good the promises they make to the people. On Soni Irabor Live this evening, we have a princess. Well, it's interesting because she was educated in Nigeria, she worked in Nigeria, then she now went abroad and also got educated there and worked there. She's back home to tell you that she has something to offer the country and to offer her state and to offer her local government area. I'm talking of Princess Calista Anene. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, well, you are that kind of woman that I want to, okay, let me just give a little bit of her biodata so you understand what I'm saying. She hails from Umoga royal family in Ngegu village in Oguta local government area of Imo State. And in 1991, she was employed with the Nigerian Customs Service, after which she moved to Toronto in Canada, where she later obtained a diploma in development service works. She came back to service after her studies in 2009. And in 2014, she founded, I think you have to correct that one when I give you the chance, Amede Ajay Women of All Ages Foundation, with the sole aim of educating women on girl-child protection from abuse and to keep hope alive for teenagers, young adult girls, and women. She is presently an educator, a mother and grandmother, and she is in the race for the State House of Assembly, Oguta constituency. And well, I would have to ask you, because from customs to Canada, then back home, that you have set up some pet projects. But what inspired your desire to go into politics?
I believe it's the plight of my people, the suffering of the people of Oguta.
Yes.
I grew up in Oguta. I attended my primary and secondary education, and I lived my life serving the public as a civil servant. And I moved to North America, Canada, and I've been serving too. I teach, and I happen to be teaching my children and serving the family. So I've been to Nigeria often. I come home every 3 to 6 months because of my NGO. But I think the people, our youths have been neglected, our women and children have been neglected too. So the suffering of my people is what's.
But you know, this goes across the whole
trigger.
country as well. There's a lot of suffering going on in many parts of Nigeria. And people are wondering what really could have gone wrong. But from what you are saying, you're taking the bull by the horn, because your people, you want to see them progress.
Yes.
With the kind of political impatience going on, do you think you will get a chance to do that?
I think I will, because of my gender as a woman, and because I have the voice, and I think I have the ideas. I have the orientation of at least respect for life and property and value for life, and I think we should be human beings who should be treated with respect and dignity. So I feel an average politician in Imo State knows I have the capacity, I have the capability to transform the people of Oguta LGA.
Okay, now, party sentiment in politics in Nigeria is very common. You have this party, that party. But why don't we vote for individuals rather than for the party? What do you think?
Yeah, I think in the past elections, Nigerians have always voted for party, but this time, I think a lot of people are trying to do things differently by voting for the individual this time, irrespective of the political party.
Aha, let's hope in that, eh? Okay.
Yes.
What party are you running for then?
I'm running on the platform of ABGA.
APGA, okay, all right, fine. Now, I think that if you look at how the Nigerian political landscape works, you see a lot of party defections. They were moving from APC to PDP and all that and all that. I can see you smiling. You're over there, and then you hear all these things. How do you react?
Yeah, I think there are personal choices, and I think politicians being what they are, maybe trying to have their way, feeling that they won't fit in this party where they've been before. They want to move over to where they will have their way either. So I think it's a personal decision, but I don't think I will ever move from one party to the other. I have an ABGA DNA, and I'm going to be ABGA.
I like that, ABGA DNA.
Yes.
Okay. So, and you're going to be ABGA.
I'm going to be ABGA today.
But you know that
forever,
ABGA is
tomorrow.
not a very big party, and it's not a very popular party. So what is the next move towards making it as national as possible?
I believe in the past election, after the past election, because of losses, and I think ABGA made a lot of wrong choices in choosing who represented them at different arms of government, and that was why the huge loss. I think this time, these primaries, we're going to make better choices and make sure we produce individuals that will deliver ABGA. So what happened before is not going to happen again. And I see us ABGA growing beyond people's expectation. And I see us winning, especially for Imo State, I'm sure of, we are definitely going to win the governorship, the state House of Assembly, which I am running.
Okay.
I am going to deliver. I'm going to deliver ABGA if I pick the ticket, which I'm sure I'm going to pick, and I'll make sure that I will deliver ABGA.
The role of women in politics. What's your comment? Are women given a fair chance? Now we're going to look at it from the global perspective. America, not many women are playing too many roles.
Yes.
In fact, there's news coming out now that with the way things have been going with representatives, House of Representatives, it looks like the women are trying to get a chance. Is it that you guys are just waking up? Even the UK, a similar thing is happening.
Yeah, because politics is seen as a men affair, women have really been, the number of women in politics has been very low. But in this 2019, it's going to be many of us. And I think in 2023, there will be more. Because we've not been given chances because of gender, because we're seen as weaker vessel, I think if a lot of us win and we're able to perform effectively, it will encourage more women to join, and it will give more men the belief to believe in us and give us more opportunities and chances.
But look at it objectively. Do you think men will be patient and willing to let women get a fair play and a fair chance?
Yes, I think so. I believe in my case in Imo State, anywhere I'm coming from, in Uguta constituency, I know the men are giving me they're giving him a very good chance, opportunity to, it's just to showcase what I have upstairs and what do I have to bring to the table. What are the new initiatives? What can you do differently from the former House of Assembly member that's represented Uguta before in the House of Assembly before? And they know that I have the capacity and capability to make things different.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a short break. And when we get back, we'll get to know this princess a lot more. She's got the power, she's got the voice, she's got the gait. We'll be back. Welcome back. Soni Irabor, live featuring Princess Calista Anene. Now, you commute between Lagos, well, Nigeria and Canada.
Yes.
Where are you really domiciled? Where do you operate from?
I live in Canada and in Nigeria.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I spend the same number of time in Canada and in Nigeria because of my people. Okay. I stand with my people here and there because of my kids in school, and I teach, I work in Toronto. I'm gainfully employed in Canada.
Huh. Don't you think your people will miss you in Canada?
My kids know that they've had enough of me. I want to go back now. I've protected them to the glory of God. Mm-hmm. I want to go back and stand with my people and protect my people, so the suffering Oguta people of Oguta LGA.
How involved are you in Imo politics?
I am not very involved much involved in Imo's politics, but I'm involved in my people, the suffering of my people. And that is why I'm in politics today. This is my first attempt. But in the last election campaign and election during 2014 to 2015, I happened to be home because I believed in the change that was in 2000, and the change we all believed in, the miracle we all expected. I came back when all the politicians were relocating their families abroad for safety. Mm-hmm. I was here in Nigeria actively to join to make history.
When they were going away, you were coming
I was coming here. I was here live and direct. I was here during the campaign, the election, and the votes. I was here during the result, after the votes and the results. And we saw how it went. So I believe I've been actively in politics since 2014.
How do you see politics in Imo State? It looks like it's bereft with a lot of controversies, crisis-prone. What do you think?
In Imo State, I don't think, like we say, I live in a world where democracy is democracy. In Imo State, in Nigeria, there's no democracy. And what is going on in Imo State is just somebody taking everything into his hands and putting Imo State and the people of Imo State in his pocket, and being in charge and believing to be in charge and in control, which I don't think is fair. Because as an individual, if we're treated like we're supposed to be treated, we should have choices, we should have voices, we should be part of decision-making in things that affect us. Yeah. Not just imposing things for everything you want, the way you want it on us and the people. That is not governance. We don't have, in Imo State, we don't have any governance. We don't have good governance in Imo State, to the best of my opinion.
So, and don't you also seize the opportunity, maybe with a group of people, to air your views, make observations known? I mean, I expect that party politicking is when there's shades of opinion, differences of opinion, and you want to at least say, this is what I observe, I don't like it, can you change? Does he listen to you guys? Rochester Okorocha.
Oh, my governor, I believe, because all the people in government, from the House of Assembly to the local government chairman, these are all people that I would say was either selected or people, his choices, so they dance to his tone. Nobody's out to challenge him, nobody's out, because immediately you do it, the next minute you're out. So a lot of people are scared because here a lot of people believe in benefit. They believe, I see Nigerian politicians as being selfish because they don't care about the masses, they care about themselves, about benefit, what they would benefit. It's all about themselves and their immediate family, not about the masses they're representing. So I don't think he's going to listen, and I've not seen anybody that will stand up and face him and said, this is not right.
Do you therefore think that the people will now go and vote him out or vote him in? Which one?
I believe we've had enough of him. We have, the first 4 years was, I think, to an average Imo indigene was a mistake. I believe then I wasn't active in politics. I believe they all wanted the former governor, Ikedo Hakim, out. And they didn't care who was coming in. And they saw him as a saint. Our present governor, they saw him as a saint. And they did everything to vote him in. My father contributed much. My father is the traditional ruler of my town. Okay. Welcomed him to Oguta, did everything he did, vowed with his life, with his life that he will make sure that he wins the governor of Imo State, which he did. And today he's abandoned, though. I'm sorry to say it. He's abandoned. Nobody cares about him. He's in the village. He's old. He's sick. I take care of him myself. Nobody does anything. The governor doesn't even recognize or remember that this old man stood by him in Uguta, in my town, when he came visiting.
But this also sounds as if you're not happy about that. Because you expected something back from him, but he didn't care.
Like I said, I'm capable to take care of my dad. I wasn't expecting anything from him, but at least when somebody believes in you and stood by you, you should be able to at least remember once in a while.
Okay.
Remember that these people made me. Without these people, there will be no me. But I don't think he does.
The deputy governor was also impeached. Yes. As Madumere, is that his name? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, was this a deliberate attempt, or what was it?
Yeah, I want to correct you, dear, that he's not impeached yet.
Oh,
I think this case is still in the courts.
Okay.
And you can see that the new deputy governor has not been sworn in. So he's still the deputy governor of Imo State as we speak.
Okay.
Until the case is heard and judged and ruled.
Okay.
So I want to say that, to the best of my knowledge, that the man is going through what he's going through, the deputy governor, because of his interest to run for governorship. And I think it's against my governor's, the current deputy governor's interest. He has somebody else that's in the name of, I think, the serving chief of staff, Honorable Uchonwosu. I think he's his favorite to run, to take over the Imo State governors from him. And the Madumere happens to be interested, so.
So it's now open, the field is open for everybody to decide who they want to choose or elect.
Yeah, what I want to say is we should have a democracy where everybody of legal age should be able to, not too young to run. Remember the bill was passed a few months ago. So we should be able to, as long as you're legal, you're not too young to run, no matter what office you're holding, should be able to declare interest and make an attempt and let the people choose. We've gone past the era where you impose your choices on us. Let the people choose. That's what we all want in Imo State now.
Now, Rochas was also saying, now this is the last we'll do on Rochas. He also talked about the idea of, he complained about the pull him down syndrome in Igbo land. Do you agree with that? What's your view on that?
I think if you're doing well, nobody will want to pull you down. If you're doing well, you're serving your people, you are transparent, you're doing all what you want to do, the people will be praying for you. Nobody will want to pull you down. So I don't believe in that. If you're not doing well, that's when people will want to pull you down. On their knees, in everywhere they're doing, in all their daily activities, they'll be praying, they'll be trying all they can to pull you down. But you and I know if you're doing very well for your people, you're carrying your people along, you're listening to them, you are accessible to them, you spend time with them one-on-one with them, you're doing what you're supposed to do, like paying the pensioners, paying salary the workers, you're doing everything you're supposed to do. The people will be praying for you day in, day out.
You have seen a state, and you've also seen a country.
Yes.
And you belong to these two, your state, your country, Nigeria.
Yes.
With the goings on, don't you see that there's a lot of energy required? Do you have that energy? Are you ready to bail the cat?
Yeah, one, I have the energy because financially I'm ready, mentally I'm ready, emotionally I'm ready for the task. And I am somebody that I call a spade a spade. And I am not deceitful. I am very, very straight in the sense of saying things the way they are. I have the energy because I vow to live for humanity. And that same spirit is my strength. It's going to see me through in the House of Representatives, in the House of Assembly, in the lives, in the affairs of the people of Oguta LGA. The same spirit of living for humanity will still be my strength in anywhere I go, to speak out, to say what I want, and say things the way they're supposed to be, and do things the way they're supposed to be done. And because of my orientation, I live in a part of the world where things are done in the right way, in the right direction, and on time. So I will do things exactly the way I I'm supposed to do it the way it's supposed to be done. Not the other way like other politicians or like Nigerians. I'm sorry to say, I'm a Nigerian by birth. I'm a Nigerian by everything. But I have a different orientation now. Different from an average Nigerian living in Nigeria.
Whoa. This is Soni Irabor live. We should be taking a second break now. And when we come back, this very purposeful lady is going to show and share with us her manifesto for Oguta local government, for the constituency, and for Imo State, and for Nigeria. We'll be back after the break.
Make your event a memorable one with captivating and well-organized event center at Lagos Television's prestigious Blue Roof with a capacity of more than 3,000 seats and a fully air-conditioned 750 seats combo hall capacity. Suitable for annual general meetings, government functions, exhibitions, religious activities, wedding ceremonies, burials, musical show, and many more in a well-secure environment. Spacious car park, uninterrupted power supply, and impeccable facilities. Take advantage of all of these at affordable rates.
For inquiries, please call 0808-252-8742 or 0802-282-9898.
Lagos Television Event Center, a tasteful event center for your delight.
Princess Calista Anene. She's from Oguta, local government area, I believe, of Imo State. You've heard her so far, and I know, honestly speaking, you're dealing with a woman who has everything that I think she's determined to throw at you. She believes she has a lot of things that Nigerians need to make them happy. My people will enjoy the following, she says: the best representation thus far recorded. And then regular town hall meetings across the communities, transparent representation, highly focused on poverty alleviation, and so on and so forth. Now let's start from the top. The best representations thus far recorded. Can you explain this statement to the viewers?
The best representation I mean here is carrying my people along. Because when you carry your people along, they will know your capacity, your capability at every arm of government that you're representing.
Yeah.
So I want to put to table, bring to table what I can do or what I cannot do. And that is what our previous members have not done. They've not carried the people along. I believe in carrying my people along, doing everything with them, and let them know what I can do and what I cannot do.
So when you travel out, you see, you have an interesting privilege, which is you grew up here, and then you went out there, then you went to interact with the other communities abroad.
Yes, sir.
So in between, you commute. What you see there and what you see here, first, how do you see them? What's the difference?
Yeah, I see a more developed, a more focused, and a more honest people abroad than our people here in Nigeria. A lot of us here believe in benefits. Every friendship is surrounded around benefits. People get close to you because of what they will get. Immediate benefit, not even tomorrow. People don't want to invest and maybe gain something tomorrow. Just let it go. Spend their time, invest their money, their time and everything, and just maintain a genuine friendship, a healthy friendship and relationship. No. But where I'm coming from, things are done differently. It's not unlike here in Nigeria. So I see us as very, very far from not even developing. We are still undeveloped in our behaviors, in our actions to our fellow Nigerians, to our fellow human beings.
Okay. Now, regular town hall meetings. I like that. What does that mean to you exactly? Can you explain it better?
Yeah, regular town hall meeting is that you can't be representing people when you don't have access to them. You don't sit one-on-one to know them, to know their needs. And for them to know, what have you been doing for us? So you can, is an avenue to meet the people you're representing and talk to them and let them have drafts, what they need. You'll be able to go through it. You'll be able to spend quantity and quality time with the people you're representing. That is when you can represent it. That is when you're serving, you can serve them. You can't serve somebody where you don't know what they need. You're far from them, you're away from them. So I feel I want to have a community town meeting every month. We have 11 wards in Oguta LGA. I want to create community meetings in each ward. Like first Monday of the month is this ward. The next Monday is the other ward. And I'll go around the whole wards. In 11 weeks, I should be able to go around the whole world, have breakfast with them, make them happy, and have time with them. Let them have access to me. Let them feel me. Let them know me so that I can feel them and I know which areas, how to support them better.
Are you comfortable with opposition?
Yes, I am. Without opposition, there will be no success. You wouldn't know what you're doing and what you're not doing right, and you wouldn't know your challenges. So I'm comfortable with opposition.
What if the opposition is filled with quote-unquote fake news, a la Trump? Yes.
So fake news, there will always be fake news. In everything we do in our daily living, there's news everywhere. So whatever news it is, as long as it's fake, it's fake.
And how do you cope with that? How do you make the people understand it is fake so that they do not follow the wrong direction?
Fake, to my people, when they're close to me, they should know when it's fake. I don't need to explain.
Okay, all right.
When your people know you and they're close to you, when something is fake, they will know it's fake. They don't even want to think about it. Let's forget about that propaganda. We know how.
How will you take the discussions at the meeting to the appropriate people and ensure implementation? You make promises.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And you note it down. You say, it will be done.
Yes.
I will make sure I do this. And then somewhere down the line, there's no doing.
Okay. I declared for the running for House of Assembly, and to the surprise of so many, I don't have manifesto. And I tell my people, I say, my manifesto will come from you all. Your need will make up will form my manifesto. And I've never made any promise like politicians do. They copy and paste manifesto from John, from James, from these, and print thousands. I can print thousands of them, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to make promises I cannot keep. Like I said, my orientation is different from these guys, from these politicians here. I am coming to run to serve my people, not as a politician, but as a woman determined to change the condition of our people. So I won't make promises I cannot keep. When I promise, I sit with them, hear their problem, know what they need, jot what I can do down. They will know that this I can do it. When I carry them along, they will even give me, they won't jot down needs that is beyond my capacity as a House of Assembly member. So what I'm going to do is that the ones that are beyond my capacity, I will take it to the appropriate quarters. Remember, we're going to have senators, we're going to have Federal House of Assembly representatives. These are appropriate quarters where I can sit down and say, please, I need time. This is what my people need from Oguta LGA. And believing that I can liaise with even the state governor, depending on, hopefully we're going to get a better governor that will be the people's governor.
What if we don't? What if this governor comes and you are now in the House of Assembly? You will have to work with this governor.
Yes, I will. No matter the governor that comes in, it's still my governor. He's going to be my governor. And if I'm a House of Assembly member, I'm still going to listen to him. But thank God, he's not in total control of decisions. Like the House is a separate body. If I have co-sponsors of my bill, I should, and as a woman, we have the voice, we have ways. Sorry. We have ways to always have our way. Yeah. If I have the PT of maybe 10, 20, we should be having about 27 House of Assembly members. If I have the PT of 20 and to the glory of, and we are able to pass the bill to the favor of my people, then at least I'm making a success. But if I'm going to be come out against any governor, No, the governor of my state is still the governor of my state and should be respected and treated as one. And I, Princess Calista,
No,
will
the
treat
question here,
and respect my governor.
yes, the question here is, you have a genuine concern and feeling for the people of your local government.
Yes.
And you want things to be done in their favor.
Yes.
Legitimate things. But he says, well, that is not in my portfolio, right? I mean, my program right now.
Yes.
I will see to it later.
Yes.
But time passes and he doesn't see to it. What do you do?
I will not do anything other than still follow him, but I'll be consistent. I'll consistently plead with him to please listen to.
So, and the
the
people
need
are
of
not
my
seeing
people.
any observation. How do you think they would now trust you? How are you going to make your people understand that you've been trying, but you don't seem to have the power? What should you do?
Like from the beginning, I'll carry them along. So at every attempt, they will know. They will know my efforts. They will know where I am at. They will know that it's beyond me now. It's left for the governor to approve that. So they should know. So I don't need your explanation. I will always carry them along. I'll have town meetings with them every week, all the wards, every first day of the week and time, so they know. I've made this effort. I'll continue to be. I'll be consistently begging, pleading with the governor to please listen. This is what my people really need. This, and it's necessary. They need it. It's immediate. So if he doesn't listen, I believe God will touch him to listen.
All right.
Because my people are praying, and I'll be praying too.
Okay. I love that power of prayer, you know. But let's look at the collective now, which is the Constitution of the Federal Republic. And what we see is that oftentimes you say this Constitution needs amendment, that one needs amendment. Are you the type of person that will now say, instead of staying like the Americans or the Canadians who stick with their Constitution, they've hardly ever amended anything. When they do, it's not, maybe few and far between. But we've had so many amendments since 1963. I know you want to talk about 1960. What do you think should be done? How should Nigerian politicians understand the need to respect the Constitution of the Federal Republic?
Like you said, in North America, the politicians, they stick to the Constitution. I still will stick to the Constitution. And I think we should have maybe debate or maybe some avenues where we can debate on votes on passing a bill to amend the Constitution. And for the state or for the local government, it depending on which one, then we should be able to pass a vote. If it's passed, if it's not, then we have to live with it, accept it.
You want to give up?
No, I will not give
up.
up. Huh?
If it is not passed?
I will not give up. This is my country, and I'm standing with my people. I'm going to still stand. I won't give up. I'll continue until we see that it's passed.
There's something else I would like you to, let's go back to your pet project, the NGO.
Yes.
The NGO, to me, has been a safety valve for helping politicians and government to take care of the people, especially the children. Child trafficking, human trafficking has been very rife around the world.
Yes.
And they have pointed to Nigeria as one of the biggest culprits of human trafficking.
Yes, I know.
And you have this NGO that seems to indirectly point at that. How has it been for you?
Yeah, first, my NGO, I founded my NGO based on my vision and my mission and my feeling, my love for women and children. I have a column in Nigerian in a whole newspaper that said, I stand with girls. I write every week about what our female children are going through, what our mothers are going through, the neglect, the abuse, because I feel I was a teenage mother.
Oh, okay.
I had a child as a teenager. I know what I went through. So most of my articles are based on my life experiences. I share them because it could change some conditions. It could correct some mistakes down the road. And it's been very challenging, the human trafficking, the baby factories on the rise in Nigeria. I've written some articles towards that. And the neglect on our female children has been very, very high. The abuse too has been high. You see stories of a 2 years, 3 years being raped by a 20, 30, 50 years old man. And we are vulnerable, women are vulnerable. So that was why I registered and launched the NGO to create awareness, to keep educating our mothers on how to love and protect our female children.
So how do you think the government can help in ensuring that this is well done?
I believe I think the government should have passed a bill on protecting our female children. That is one thing we need, and let them sincerely protect us. There's scenarios of kidnapping, and all these are female children involved. In this country, we've had 1 or 2, 3 cases, and my heart bleeds when I read stories like that, because I stand with girls. I stand with women, and I believe that my going into politics, into representing my people, is to have at least be voice for the women and be champion for my gender, to be able to see how I can make more moves, step forward to see how women can be protected better in this country.
Okay. All right, we're taking the final break on Soni Irabor Live this evening. And when we get back, we'll be running off, but there are more questions. A highly focused lady on poverty alleviation. That's a powerful one. We'll be right back.
The Lagos State government has assured homeowners using boreholes that it has not authorized any staff or agent to close down any borehole in the state. The general public is hereby advised to report any such person to the nearest police station or dial these toll-free lines 767 or 112. Ministry of Information and Strategy, announcer.
Right. Tonight, we are into politics in a different sphere. This time, we have a lady politician in the house, and she's coming all the way from southeastern part of Nigeria. That shows how far we can go sometimes. On Lagos television, you can be received terrestrially in Lagos and Southwest, can be received globally in the whole country on DSTV channel 256 and on GoTV channel 93. Apart from that, you can also receive us on YouTube after this program, as well as on the social media. Just tune to Lagos television. You will get us there. But Princess Calista Anene is a lady that's bold enough to take the bull by the horns, and she has said she intends to do that to the benefit of the people, her local government area. Oguta, I know the lake. It's a beautiful lake.
Yes.
Why is it not a tourist attraction?
That's one of my interests. That's going to be one of my focus, to turn that to a tourist attraction for people from far and wide to come to Oguta, and that will create maybe job opportunities, I believe, change a lot of things, conditions in Oguta LGA.
Okay. Highly focused on poverty alleviation. Nigeria has gone through a series of wars, big wars and pocket wars. In fact, we're still going through them.
Yes.
Southeast, especially East Central and, in fact, Imo and all of those areas went through serious war. Interestingly,
Yes.
you didn't see the war, thank God. But the East, the Igbo man, is known for resourcefulness, industry, and determination. Now, do you see poverty being part of the things you can actually successfully eradicate from East and from Nigeria?
Yeah, first I'm going to say from Oguta LGA, I do have plans to, if I become the House of Assembly member representing my people.
I like the way you smile when you say that. Okay.
I want to be able to empower the women in areas of trading, in areas of acquiring skills, and the youth too. I think when these group of people are empowered rightfully in the right direction, then we'll be able to change their condition and alleviate poverty to an extent in Oguta, LG, and Imo State.
You're a mother.
Yes.
I see your passion for women.
Yes.
The girl child.
Yes.
Want to poverty alleviation. But you have children who are sons too.
Yes, I do.
Boys.
Yes.
Okay, so are they not going to, like me, if I were your son, I'm going to feel, oh, so now only my sister I could just look at. What about me?
Yeah, the youth here, I mean, is like the young men. The youths, I believe, to me, I don't know, because Nigeria here, I see some 50 years that are still youths.
Okay.
Because they are
I'm
hopeless.
a youth, by the way.
Because the situation, the country has made them hopeless. If you're hopeful, if you're like gainfully employed, you won't be a youth at 50. I'm sorry to say it. It's only here that a man is 50, he's still dragging pot of rice with his siblings, and he's still a youth. So those are things I want to make sure that in the next few years is maybe not completely eradicated, but at least to an extent, where a youth should be a youth, at least between the age of young adulthood of 24, 25 to maybe 35, 40. Over 40, you should be a man. Gainfully employed.
They say full at 40 is
Yeah,
a fool forever.
over 40, you should be a man, gainfully employed, married, and hopeful in life. So that's what I see as fortunate. I don't want a situation whereby you see youths in Africa, in Nigeria, in Imo State, in my local government at 50, they're still youth. And there are still talks to these politicians that have robbed them all their life. Robbed them from when you were 20, 30, 40, 50. They continue robbing you, this same group of people, and you're still they are thugs. And you're still a youth leader. At 50, you're still a youth leader. When you're supposed to be running for an office, supposed to be aspiring to govern the state, you're still a youth for an old politician. So these are areas where I think we need to put eyes down and see how we can, encourage our youths and redirect them from their direction, where they are now, to better things, to how to better their lives, and support them financially too. I have ideas of I have the contacts to move a lot of our youths out of this country and give them a better life.
But we are praying that they should stay in the country so that they don't, lose the essence of this country. But you feel you can give them better life outside?
I think the population of Nigeria is too high now. It's rising every day, that we need a lot of us. Alex, go out and come in. The out, go in and come out. I went out before, and I'm back again now.
Okay.
I came back with new ideas, with new, initiative, new orientation. So we need it. You can't be here. You can't be stagnant. You can't be at a place for all your life and you don't have, all you know is about how to obtain from people, how to, that is what a lot of Nigerians do. How to obtain from people, how to, everything is all about benefit here. That is what they do here. So you need to go out there, either go to school, get a little work, job experience, interaction, and come back to Nigeria. Then Nigeria will be better.
Okay. Finally, this is the last question. What industry plans do you have for Oguta?
Yeah, I have partners that are waiting for me to pick up the ticket, win the general election, become the House member, and they will move from Canada to invest in Oguta. We have lands where we can invest, put up factories that will create job opportunities, bring in development in Oguta LGA, bring in some banks. In Oguta LGA, we don't have banks in Oguta. The whole Oguta LGA don't have even one single bank. That when I was growing up, we had a lot of companies in Oguta, a lot of offices, government offices in Oguta when I was young, and there are no more today. So these are all because of there's no industries. Because you can't be where there's nothing. You have a bank is in Oguta and nobody's coming in to save one naira. So it wasn't profiting, so they all left Oguta. So these are what I want to all bring back, have investors come to invest, build any factory. Lease, we have a lot of land in Oguta where you can bring in foreigners to invest, to lease, and you make money from that, and you create employment, you create market for our market women, you create so many avenues to alleviate poverty.
Princess Calista Anene, an aspirant for the Imo State House of Assembly from the Oguta local government area of Imo State. And of course, she's an international lady because she's based in Nigeria. She's also based in Canada. And she has an NGO, a pet project that caters for the average Nigerian child, girl child especially. She's against human trafficking. She believes in openness, communication, town hall meetings, giving the people a chance, and ensuring that there's development, not just about talk, 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 and no action. This is a lady who wants you to vote for her. She wants you to look at her as serious. She wants you to join her in moving Imo State and indeed Nigeria forward. She's been a guest on Soni Irabor Live this evening, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Yes, we didn't take calls because we had to record, because of course she's on the road all the time. Thank you so much. May I shake your hands?
Thank you, Mr.
Princess?
Irabor. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity.
God bless you.
Thank you. I'm most grateful.
Thank you. Right, Soni Irabor Live signing off, and thank you again. Without you, there is no Soni Irabor Live. Thank you. Good night.